to find a path to the 4th boss that I will be defeating in the game. Which means that we're gonna stop trying to go towards the dragon, head over to the top of Hyde Tower Base where we defeated the Dragon Rider. I did notice that the woman that was here is missing. Anyway, let's go this way. We have our binoculars to see things from further away, and we have a new path forward. I can go down the stairs. So, item over here. Low battery, that's always a wonderful sign. Right at the beginning of a live stream. I'll have to plug in my controller along with my headphones. Give me just a moment. And done. So 50 billion attachments later, we'll continue on our way. So this area was fun because we have one of these high towers. All better. I think this is one of the first areas in the game where I actually saw a curse frog up close and personal. So that's that. I'm not ready to use that. We're gonna go the other way. Hi. Get that back. I literally think I just rolled something inside my headphone ears. Is it dead? It's dead. Great. Sublime bone dust. That actually strengthens our bonfire, I think. Something like that. I swear one of these is fake, but maybe not. Guess not. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, we're going down further. Of course we are. We're all green because we're hollowed. Let's go. There's a side path right here. I know one of them has an entrance that's like a bit and that's not really an end. Here's the first frog I was talking about. So water gives a little bit of a different effect when trying to attack. It makes it just a tad difficult. Because only you're going to get past that stone statue guy, or you can make a ridiculous flip jump and get past him. This must be the one. No? There's one somewhere, I just don't remember where, and this path leads down over by a ship. Yeah, we'll stop at a bonfire before we go to the ship, but here is the bonfire. Down that path is the ship. So what I really would like to have here is some more of the Pharaoh Block Stones before I continue on. Because in the next area, if you have Pharaoh Block Stones, you can light up the area instead of just walking around in darkness. It's very unlikely that I have enough to do all the things I would like to do in this game for souls, but we'll attempt and see where we get. I believe we can also unlock a different path now, so we use guns on top of Hyde Tower. So we can do that real quick too. I think we find her over here. We have to head down the stairs where we first entered Hyde Tower. And here she is. Hello, lady.
An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
Move past. Here we are.
May the power of miracle offer your soul. Just speak that. To cast miracles, we present.
No.
Oh, dumb city.
Let's go this way. Rogue water. There's a guy over here.
I don't know who you are, but leave me be. The frailty of the weak disrupts the dark. Leave me alone. I'm interested in one thing, dog.
So there's that. I don't actually like this NPC at all, and they don't come back to the main area anyway, no matter if you're interested in dark or not. They remain here, facing a wall. And they're just awful. Although I don't want to strike them because it might end in quest lines or something else later. So instead I'm going to sit down and stand right back up. Woo. That was fun. So this area is known very much for poison damage. It's very dark. The last time I went to play this area, I had quite a few more levels than what I currently have. I was actually scared that we were gonna die, but I wanted to get the bonfires along the way. So now I'll just teleport back to Majula, then we'll continue on the path that we were currently on. As much as I don't want to handle the area in the dark, that may be our best bet. I'll also check out the area. Before that, though, I'll check out the area that's beyond the Forest of Giants by the Cardinal Tower. We haven't visited that area yet, but now would be a good time to go there. The boss that's there is a little bit difficult to take on by yourself, so I will need to use some humanity once I actually access the boss area. Before that, I'm just gonna ignore everything. Since we haven't bought much from this individual, they're still here. Keep hitting the wrong button. We can use some of these souls to get certain things, but I think I'm just gonna use them to have actual souls. A York branch, which is something that's usually something I really want to have, but I'm going to avoid it for now and just get the Pharaoh's Lockstone contraption, and I'll also buy the rest of the human effigies this individual has. Wouldn't hurt to have some of these life gems, but I think I'm actually going to go with having some more of the fire bombs and the magic urns. The magic urns are more expensive, so we'll buy 10 of these and probably 20 of these. Done. So now I have to reslot the magic urns back into my inventory, and it'll be directly after my healing potion. Yeah, actually, this isn't the fastest path to the area that I want to do. We'll go back and just rest the bonfire, get the enemies off us, and just heal. Not you, because they followed me in here. Fun. It's fine. I'm just gonna jump down this ladder. Goodbye. And run this way. So it's very difficult to dodge both these two when you're jumping out of here. It's doable, but they hate you a lot of the time. Last episode, I defeated this. I tried to use some of the elves to help me do it. They gave me some advice, and it was easy. We dropped down there and got the armor that we're currently using, and this time we're actually going to go up here to a bird's nest that will transport us to the next area. Very similar to Dark Souls 1, where you can involve a giant crow that whips you off into wherever place it wants to bring you. In Dark Souls 1, you can do that twice. Once to get there and once to get back, and once you've been there the second time, there's really not a reason to use the crow anymore. It's a giant crow, though. So, 2 items. Also, there's a new blacksmith here that you can use to imbue your weapons with different things. Unlike Langgrass, which is at Medulla. I'm gonna light the flame so that we can hopefully come back here if needed, sit down, make sure we're at full health, and then we'll continue on this path. There's 2 ways you can go here. You can actually scoot along that edge, or you can go up and over this way. The first time around, I'm going to scoot around this edge. I don't think that I'll survive trying to go around this edge, because the thing that spawns when I try to open the chest that's down here, which is the same enemy that is the second boss. As soon as you walk into this area, it starts to spawn, so it's one of those things where open it and kind of get out of there. It's over there spawning right now, but I want these items. The Covenant Surface, an effigy, and of course the Fragment Branch of yours. It's very strong. We're not going to stick around to try and battle it, we're just going to get out. There are enemies in here, but if you're tactful and can get through and survive enemies here, I wasn't tactful enough to do that, because why would I do, right? Oh well. I have to wait for the respawn. I'm gonna get up for just a second. And I'm back already. And we'll continue on. What's this? Touch dragon remains. I don't know what that does, but sure. A dragon spirit has invaded. That doesn't sound good. Why would I want that? Let's just get out of here. Don't see anything in there that I really want. Hello. Ow. course they're going to kill me. They're an invader, so it is their job to kill me, literally. Not that I realized that when I was summoning them, but oh well. Ooh, I don't have the fragment of your branch to get there. They most definitely want to kill me. They have the shield that I like though with the rose. They're still here. But I'm done summoning them. Obviously. Hello.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way.
Ow. That was rude. I was having a conversation. You wanna throw things? I can throw things. How did you hit me from... No. Hey, I was just watching your video from yesterday. How goes it? Actually pretty well. I did a lot in that video that was pretty worth it. The last half hour was me trying to do an area that I couldn't, but it's kind of well. Your mic sounds a little far from your mouth. Yes, but it sounds a lot clearer than the other one that I was using was, which is something that's a little different.
I'm called Lucatil. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me.
So Lucatir is a bearded lady, in case that's not coming across clear. That's why I was dipping under the hat to kind of try and show you.
You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed.
No, I was just pointing it out.
I can see that you don't hesitate to...
So, as I pointed out over there, there's a stone statue, so I'm not able to get past right now. That was fun. Let's do that again next time. Just kidding. I didn't realize it was all going to explode. It's okay. I did a lot in yesterday's video. I defeated 3 bosses, and I only intended to defeat 1. Inventory, human effigy. Thanks so much for taking every bit of my health away. Item. So this gate's locked. This is the gate that leads to the other black princess in this area that I was talking about briefly. some reason I thought there was a not. That's fun. So yeah, I must need the Yor branch to continue in this area. That kinda sucks. Unless I'm missing something major that I found the first time around. I think you can't possibly explode this wall. What was annoying was in the last live stream when I tried to defeat the second boss, and it relentlessly pursued me even though there was somebody else who entered the boss gate too. Until I was completely dead. Oh, there's a path. I see one. Right here. Where's my card? Nice try, dude. You look like you're ready to fall off that ledge, but I'm gonna dive bomb attack you. It doesn't do the same animation as does this one had, with the nice solid attack based on how far you fall. I really wish it had that still. Ow. Oh, the other one's deciding to join. I need to watch behind me, because this is all fractured. It's not actually all there. That fireball did so much damage. Like, navigate menus and try to heal at the same time. Just want some of these souls so that when I go back I have a start towards whatever else I want. Okay. I think Majula is my favorite home back base in Dark Souls. I can't say the same. I really liked the original home base in Dark Souls 1, where you had a solid bonfire, people gathered around the bonfire to be happy and just enjoy the fact that you saved them and that they were alive. Yes, certain people died later in the storyline that made things kind of sad, but it was a community coming together that was really close. While in Dark Souls 2, the community of people tend to space themselves out and not communicate. A fine example of that is Langras becomes so far gone with his hubris and becoming what they call the Undead, gaining the Undead sign, that he doesn't know that his own daughter is just a few feet away from him, even after you save her and bring her right into town. Another example of that is the Blue Sentinels are very similar to the Blue Moon Covenant in this game, and yet the NPCs do not talk to each other at all. They don't agree with each other on whatever. Instead, they all hate each other, even in the main town district, for different reasons, and decide that people like the person who sells you ladders is someone that they talk about again and again that they all hate. And they just remain away from each other no matter what. There's even a girl at UCM back that is so far gone that she doesn't have any clothes or memories, and you can give her your armor just to clothe her. And the people are so stuck up and stubborn that they don't give anything to her. They just keep away and in their own zones. And if they were to just talk and try to get to know each other, they would realize that they have a lot more in common than what the game tries to push that they don't. I don't have an actual way back, and I don't think I have a homeward bone in my inventory either. I do, I have 7 of them. My bad. I got caught up in what I was saying. I also have a Yor branch, but I don't want to use it right now. especially for this area. We want to go back to Majula. Also, a lot of the NPCs in Dark Souls 3 tend to be judgmental towards you as well. When it specifically tells you don't talk to me if you're not gifted with the darts. Curlian tells you that he's not interested in you if you can't produce magic. The girl that's down here that switches paths is pushing towards you to get miracles and certainly doesn't like you if you don't have the capability of producing miracles. It's a really weird type of happenstance for the people in Dark Souls 2.
Nothing suited you, What?
Well, that's dismaying, is what she says. The thing that's good about the Blue Sentinels, which is the original covenant that you can join here, or you can join Victor's covenant, is that the Blue Sentinels, if you actually talk to him, he gives you kind of a guideline basis on where to go, at least originally, to try and help you out. Which was one of my favorite things about becoming a part of that covenant, because he actually seems to want to help you, as opposed to some of these other NPCs. They don't do a thing to help you, ever. Let's go back to No Man's Wharf, which is the area just before the dark ship area that I was talking about. And head this way. Oh, I can summon somebody. I might as well summon somebody if they're gonna help me. I did learn that voice chat is something that's very prevalent in this game, in the last live stream, because the person could hear me talking inside of the game when I was blathering on to try and talk about the video or about the live stream that I was doing. So that's a little bit of an interesting thing. They return to their world. Why did they return to their world? Did the full roll sideways and still got cock-blocked by that dog. Great. Not that way. The bonfire is a little confusing on which way you're going. It doesn't really point you in the correct direction, it just assumes that you know. The ship's over there, by the way. You can see it when you enter this area. Where's the dog? This dog needs to die. I wish they spin your vision too, because sometimes your lock-on automatically changes, which it should change if you're not clicking a button to make your lock-on change. really hard to see, which is why I'm taking it slow, because there's drop-offs that are kind of substantial in this area. And a lot of things fire arrows that will slowly go away. This one is an area where it would be devastating if certain enemies noticed you and you went for this item, because all of the movement is really, really slowed when you're in the water. You don't mind if I take this, do you? Oh, you do mind? That hurts. Please stop. Enemies were slowed and affected by the different environmental items the same way you were. Because the enemies aren't slowed in the water, and the fire dragon in the last live stream was not affected by the fire the same way we were, even though they had lesser armor and a lesser level. And then you are the thing that keeps firing at me. This guy. Taken care of. That's a drop-off. These areas aren't drop-offs later, they'll connect as bridges if I go that route. But it's a little difficult to connect all the bridges when you're unprepared. I do have a throw block stone, I think that will help us produce some amount of light later, but it's not right away. This enemy is just relentless. Good thing I'm managing. I wanted to get behind them, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility here. Alrighty, it's time to start heading upwards. Did I check in here? I did. So up we go. Hello. Do remember, if you haven't already, to leave a like on the live stream. It really helps with YouTube algorithm stuff. The technical side of things. Hey, you.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you.
Human
Of course,
RPG.
I've no idea what it is. Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With two things: my sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to...
She doesn't remember. None of them do.
Have you heard of the Undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An Undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true, I can only hope that they are. I'm sorry to burden you with talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days. I'm sorry.
That's the end of that. So, we know that she grew up in a royal line, protecting somewhat of a princely type, and that she's forgotten why she came to this area. I do like Mira's character. Mira is where she comes from. That's not her name. But, I mean, I like the character that is represented by that place. My main issue with this game is just the fact that the people seem so distant to each other. I wish that things seemed a little bit more connected and not so individually spaced. Even the places that, in a regular Dark Souls game, like Dark Souls 1, that Miyazaki worked on, which is the creator, the developer of 1 and 3 that didn't work on 2, the places are very much connected, and they feel connected when you're playing the game. But these places do not feel connected in the manner that Dark Souls 1 and 3 do. It's different. I really wish it wasn't, but it is. Huh. The dog gave you a human effigy. Thought I heard something. There's a little shortcut you can take here if you make a jump, but I'm not going to take it because I'm low on healing items. Also, the big green things that are right here, if you light torches and/or use fire damage, they are afraid of light because it does quite a bit of damage to them. If I remember, like, right somewhere, I may have already passed it, it might have been up there, there is a little thing that you have to ring in order for the ship to come closer. Can't see down far enough to know where to drop it either. It's kind of problematic. So if I continue rolling off this ledge, will I die? possible, Fatty. This is the exact spot I am in the game. Hard stuff. I gave up a year and a half ago. The hard part is if you don't have any Ferrous Lockstone. If you have Ferrous Lockstone, you can put them into certain areas and it's amazing. Ferrous Lockstones and a torch will get you through 75% of this area without any flaw. Oh hi, how are you climbing up there? Are you just hanging on this edge? Oh, well, let's die together. Yeah, so, if you can bring a torch into that area, which you likely have one in your inventory, that you pick them up and they don't go into your actual inventory section, which is ridiculous, then it makes things a lot easier. And you have to be at a bonfire or an area that already has a lit something and able to light a torch. Swimming is allowed in Dark Souls as long as it's shallow water, but a torch will help a lot. The thing about the torch is, now I don't have a shield. So, light. And now I have some light here, and if I were by those things with the giant green hands, it would deter them from coming into that area. Why didn't it... I hit the roll button a couple times at the end there, but it also should have taken damage from that other axe wielder. That's what kept me swinging, as I was trying to get the other axe wielder. Oh yeah, I was pretty pissed off the first time around when I was trying to figure out how to light a torch and I couldn't do it. Because sometimes if there's somebody who dies too close to the bonfire, the torch option doesn't show up. So that's a fun one. And a lot of times lighting a torch in an area doesn't do anything at all. We're gonna go over here and take care of this first. I hate the safe fire arrows that you can so far away. Sometimes I can't even see them. What in the fuck was that? Roll. What just happened there to cause me to lose so much health all at once? Also, I hate that you can do a full animation for the potion. You can see him drink it down, you can see the effect take place, and you still don't get the health from it. The fact that it lags that much is annoying, especially for a game that was made in pretty recent time. By the way, unless your torch burns down for the full amount of time, you actually have torches that remain. So that's kind of a cool little Easter egg if you didn't know. You can actually attack using your torch too, because it wouldn't do that. Excuse me, I was trying to use a fucking potion. Estus Blast, but whatever. If I can just get some light in here, it'll make things easier. But I just need to get an actual lit effect going for the area. There's a guy right around this corner. Right here. Most of this is just memory. I played through this area a lot the first time around, so going back through it is a little bit of an experience. Part of what made the first bosses so easy is that I had the memory. Don't step in the water with your torch, it will put it out and then you will have to go all the way back. Ow. have to be clumped together in front of you, though. Is there another torch thing over here? No. You wouldn't believe how much easier it is just once you have a little bit of light going to actually see where these enemies are that don't have eyes and these dogs and things. Yeah, the swarms are what are difficult. And or these ones that don't stagger no matter how much health that you actually get off from them. That always is a piss off too. If you stagger when you get hit no matter how much damage it is, that there are some enemies that do not stagger at all. No matter what. So the dogs are also hesitant to attack. Most of the enemies are in this area. These are not the Vikings that are doing light, unfortunately. Dead roll. This is a bit of a piss off. I'm just trying to use a healing item for my inventory because I don't have it slotted in them out of Estus slots for now because I'm not using your branches to go and get tons of Estus slots. He sees me, but he's stopped for some reason, so I guess I might as well just slot something in that'll heal me, like a divine blessing. Where are you going? Come back here. I'm not dealing with you later. So divine blessings cure all status ailments and fully heal you. So that's one of the better items to have. This is where I want to use my throw slot again, I believe. Yep. I'm stuck. Why was I stuck? So that just lights the giant thing that's up above that gives light to the area. That potion was like a fraction of the size of my hand. I don't know if that was a glitch, but it was kind of funny to look at. Divine Blessing potion. Is this a shade? Yeah, there's a shade here. Invisible enemies that will give you items. Small and silky stone. And I could tell it was right here because there was an odd shadow effect that wasn't my shadow. But I couldn't see an actual item there. Oh, hi, you're offended. See you later. I did not hit the attack button. Stop trying whatever nonsense that was. Okay. That one's down, now it's just this one. Done. The torch really does make things easier just because you can see what you're doing. open that because the lever's on the other side. How fun. I think we can only sell items to like 2 NPCs. One is Gavin coming up in this area, and I have no idea who the other is. I haven't come across any people that I can actually sell items to in this game. But I am gonna make this jump. Wee. So, dog.
I see light, but it remains dim. I am Nameless, and I've no interest in the magic. I see light, but it remains dim. I am Carillion, and I've no interest in the magic impaired.
My microphone plug came uncord. Sentences. I can't even sentences today. It's okay. Yes, because I plugged that cord back in. This headset is ridiculous. It has a USB for just lights. It has one for hearing connection. It has one for microphone, and the hearing connection piece doesn't even work. So I have to have the output actually through the TV, and then have the rest of it, the microphone piece, which is a little tiny thing that sticks out to the side, be my actual microphone. You're not Mira. You're a bunch of enemies. Goodbye. It's only available for someone if you talk to her in the two areas that I talked to her in, which are the tower area and the other area. Ow. Are you fucking kidding me? The range on this, the last time it killed me, it hit me from the boss gate all the way halfway across the room. So I'm super convinced that I'm going to use the NPC to bypass this boss, for the most part. I did this myself the first time around, which is on video, on live stream the first time I fought, but I won't be doing things the same this time around. I also have automatic ooze from the first area, so I might use that here too. It'll help. Yura has been vanquished? What the fuck killed her before she got here? That's annoying. It doesn't matter. So you can use this pin in the middle as kind of a leeway. Most of the long-range heavy attacks will get blocked by it, and the automatic ooze helps to do major damage. That's that noise. Are you fucking kidding me? The fact that it's flangy like that is pretty bullshit. And, like I said before, the range of these weapons is ridiculous. See, I did a full roll backwards. The biggest complaint I really have with this boss is the range of his attacks. He can hit you if you're halfway across the room. I don't know, the Pope? Something is chasing me from behind me. There's a little summon sign right there. Ow. Oh. Great. Drink the potion. Run back around to the summon sign. Which is over here. Right here. Summoned a shade? What? You can't summon a shade. I wish it was lighter over here. There's an area of darkness that had me worried. This would happen more often when Mira died, because I ran down here and didn't check back. Get over here, come on. What happened to the other person? Did they just leave? Doesn't matter, I got Mira here. That was the big thing I was worried about. No, they're dying upstairs. You gotta do that. They didn't leave. They have a legend here. White Flame is usually pretty good against everything in these games. So Mira's really just here after this campaign at this point. Because now we have two different people running at this. Which is always nice. It's always nice to have the expertise in your part. Dodged it. Some of the attacks are a little choreographed, so they tell on themselves when they're about to happen. Roll back, heal. And this boss fight's over. They both have enough health that even if I stand back, I'm still gonna win. But I'll go in for the final fight. I forget the other thing. Never mind. Doesn't matter. So that's that. And then once you get past here, you just climb up a ladder. The first time around, I skipped something that was significant, so I went straight to this, and I was like, ooh, touchy, and I skipped the chest. I'm guessing so. So the Pyromancy Flame and the Pyromancy Ball. So now I've beat 4 bosses in this game so far at level 19. We're going to a familiar area. We're just going to be on the other side of it. So if you're concerned about not being able to beat that boss, you don't have to beat that boss. It's completely optional. That entire area is completely optional. Here we are, back at a familiar location, the Lost Bastille. Yeah, it's optional. It's not enough. It isn't anything that's needed. It just gets you to the other side of the Tower of Bastille. Which, if you take one look at this area, you know exactly where it is. It's out here. You can use a Your branch to bypass a door and get here anyway. Well, that sucked. Didn't realize that the second boss was spawning in this area too. Oh yeah, it shows up everywhere. Several times over. So back to the last tower Bastille. Where's the other bonfire for it? Weird. I know I had another bonfire for it, but now it's not here. Oh, it's because I didn't hit the bonfire that's on the other side. Right. Because you need a Your branch to be able to just get to the bonfire on that side. So, and the Your branches are very, very limited. So I was trying not to use it excessively before I had to actually get to whatever area. The boss here is pretty bullshit too, if you don't have help. But, I believe Mira helps you here too. I am only a level 19, 20, but still, for the first 4 bosses of the game, level 20 isn't too bad. The second thing about Langrast is that you can't repair your weapon until after it's broken, so if you don't have repair powder out there in the field, it's kind of a bad situation. Yeah, probably my headpiece. I don't think I have better. The Viking helmet is actually better than what I'm currently wearing. It looks like. Yeah, it is, in almost every way. So now we're a Viking. Hooray. I'd love to, but I need Twinkling Tonight to be able to upgrade my weapon. My armor, I mean, yes, I upgrade my armor.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Since the 2 people are watching, whoever else is out there, make sure to leave a comment so I know you're here, and touch the like button. Still no better armor here. And I don't think I've raised my strength high enough to have the shield that I want. It's a little on the heavy side anyway. I think I'm gonna use this for now, for a shield.
Thanks very much.
It may bring down what I currently have just a bit, but it's not gonna bring it down by a ton. The only reason why it's so significant at this point is because I upgraded this to +4, which I can handle upgrading this shield as well by buying some of the Tanzanite shards. Shield, how much does it want for it? 350.
I'll be around.
Let's go and turn in the small silky stone, and then we can see what we get from that too. So that's the entrance to the other place. I want to go beyond these rocks and straight up the path here. The other reason, there's 2 reasons why I wanted to come up here. One, I can get another Estus Flash shard, which will allow me to have 5 of the Estus Flasks on the field. And then I can also turn in the small silky stone and get a random item. By the way, I lit all of those torches one time to see if they would do something. It does absolutely nothing. Don't waste your time trying to run around and doing that. There's no point.
Give us...
So then, leave the small silky stone. And pick it back up as a human effigy. Woo. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, and then get the shard that I wanted. We need to look to the area where there's a big stone thing blocking the path. Right here. And I thought this person would be friendly. Like, I stood back and waited for them to come back up. But they're not. They're an enemy. And they do hurt you. So beware. A lot of the times they do. I found out later. These are curse frogs. Curse frogs are a wonderful event that happens in this game. Just barely was a curse there, but I made it. So, in order to get across, you knock down this tree. Woo! Made it. So the people in this area are a little stronger because the game expects you to go and find the souls to have a York branch by this point. So do beware. It's not a cakewalk all the way through. Whoa. If you can hit them before they actually spew the curse stuff, it does prevent them from spewing it, so I do recommend trying to. How do I get out of here? Ladder. And we're out. So the fun thing about this area is if you come down here, and this is a little difficult, so I do lead him away from here a little bit. Ouch. Evidently there's two, but it's fine. There's a coffin right here, and the game doesn't really tell you what it does. It just gives you the option to get in or examine it. So if you lay down right here, when I come back out, whoa, please, I'm trying to show something that's amazing. There you go. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. It says the nature of your being has changed, which is out there. You don't really know what that means. I hopped in and out of that coffin a bunch of times the first time that I found it, because I was trying to figure out what it meant by that, and in simple terms, what it actually means by that is that you become a woman. And you can see that because of the wrapped breasts that are right here. And your figure kind of changes too. So yeah. There's that about that random little area. Some of the armor sets don't show it, but this one surely does right here. Anyway, that's gonna be my live stream for today on Dark Souls. If you didn't already, check out my Doom live stream I did earlier today, and suggest games that you want to see down in the comments section. Also, make sure you hit the like button, make sure the bell looks like it's ringing. And just in case, if you're not following me on Twitter to see when I'm actually live, because YouTube does a really, really bad job at telling you, make sure to follow me on my Twitter account, which you can find linked in the banner on my main page. If you're following on mobile, it likely won't be there, but you can always type in Nathan Newton on Twitter search through the app to find me. Look for the profile picture of my mouse, and you'll know you'll be following the right place. You can leave questions for me there. You can ask for different things like pictures of the town that I live in, different things like that. I'm more than happy to communicate with you guys and get to know what you guys want to see. I also thought about making a second channel for singing videos since I'm interested in doing content relating to trying to hit the correct pitch and notes to make a sound right. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. And I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Have a wonderful day. Bye!